Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode for the Realm of Vasten. It's time to do a patron build. I have two patron builds left, maybe three left that I want to make sure, absolutely sure I get in here in the immediate future. And this one is going to be something that's going to be a little bit different. We're in Sandrasku. That's where if you sign up to be a YouTube member or a patron of the silver tier, then you get to pick basically any kingdom of your choice to do a build in, to get a house made for any character that you'd like. And if you want to write some backstory for the character or whatever, that is cool, totally. Or if you just would rather me do it and then you just pick where you want it, that is also fine. But where we are, we're in Sandrasku, a town I've not been in quite a while. Sandrasku is the prison city, and there's some lore behind it. So the lore is that this many, like hundreds of years ago, this started as a prison city, and once you get thrown in, then you're in there for life. This isn't you don't serve your time and get out. So Duplex, this is for by the way, Duplex Planet 814. So I want to make sure you credit. Thank you for your support. On this. So Duplex had picked this and picked that there would be a person here who sort of ran afoul of the law, got thrown into prison, and then furthermore ran afoul of the law and got thrown into actual Sandrasku prison. So maybe King Croc, not a big fan, and we're going to talk more about the lore throughout the episode. But I want to lay out some foundation for where it's going to be. And I think maybe this is a really good location. So these houses over here are rather small. So I'm thinking that, it might make sense that the person here would actually have a pretty big house. And I want to do a pretty big one in this style. So I need to get my head kind of wrapped around this style because it's been a long time. Very straight, less overhangs, that kind of thing in Sandrasku. Sandrasku is so barren here. It's so full in Vasten Inventions, but alas, we're not there. We're here. So let's lay out just kind of a shape. And again, we're going to go for very rectangular shapes. Something that's kind of cool that fits sort of how I build these days, but also just really square. These diagonal stuff that I do these days isn't going to really work here. So not as well anyway. How close is this? Pretty good? Yeah, pretty good. We're using shaders just for this intro bit, and then I'll take them off. I don't want to use shaders for whole episodes, but I already had them on from a cinematic, so I thought, let's just leave them on. Hey, by the way, speaking of that, I recorded my first ever, my first Kalahol Vasten tour episode. So what I'll be going to be doing is going through Vasten and working out, showing each kingdom with a special guest in sort of its entirety. So yeah, it should be really cool. I'm thinking that this is a pretty good shape. Let's start with this, and maybe we'll add in like a second little house that's kind of connected, something along those lines. Let me build this up. Build this up to like, I don't know, I don't even know how high, maybe 7 or something like that, and then we'll come back and discuss the build. I'm trying to do a little bit of detailing here as I build. Again, not my absolute forte. I generally build first and then come in and do the detailing later, but this is fairly simple. This is fairly simple detailing, so I think I can probably swing it. And yeah, I want to make sure I get this. I just want to make sure I get this right, since it's a patron build. They mean a little extra to me. It's people are taking money out of their pocket just to help support the channel and help all that kind of stuff. So really, I really want to make sure that it's right. It's important to me. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like how exactly to get these 3 different kind of blocks that I have, because I have whatever these cut sandstone bricks, and regular sandstone. Now I'm thinking cut sandstone for down around the border. I'm thinking this might be just a big window. And the one thing I don't want to use here is I don't want to use the terracotta overlay thing, just mostly because I feel like we've used that a lot, just a lot. And I don't want to, overusing something is just as bad as using it not enough, So yeah, so I'm just looking to find that sort of that happy middle place here on this build. And I think we're already getting onto it. So that means this build's not going to have a lot of color outside of the wood, but that is okay because this place is a prison. They don't have access to a lot of color. So the places that have a lot of color, like here and here, those are places of great wealth, right? Now, a couple of things. Let me read the lore that Duplex sent me. Brock Lockwood grew up in a poor farmer family in Treville. His mother died giving birth to him, and he was raised by his dad, Jameson. Jameson worked on wheat fields in Treville. When war broke out with the zombie zombie pigmen, both Brock and Jameson answered the call. So we're talking about 8 years ago, right? During the first year of the war, Brock watched his dad get slayed by the zombie pigmen in Port Bray. That Port Bray invasion that also killed... Wow, my patrons are bleak. That also killed Master Command's daughter, I think, of his patron character. Brock went mad after witnessing the death of his dad. During this time, Brock went from town to town drinking in pubs, adventurers' guilds. One night, while at a pub in Sandrascu, Brock got into an altercation with one of King Croc's guardsmen. Brock was sentenced to serve time in the prison, but King Croc decided to let him join his guards instead and settle down. So I'm going to take that, as I do usually with these kind of things. I take it and I love it, and I'm just going to alter it just a little bit. So you don't get to come here and drink in Sandrascu. Sandrascu is a closed city, like we talked about. So if you're in Sandrascu, you're already in trouble. So let's say Brock got in an altercation, a really severe one, and say in a bar fight, he accidentally murdered, like someone died in a bar fight, right? So he got thrown in prison. So he's in Sandrascu. Then in Sandrascu, still didn't learn his lesson. He's drinking at the Adventurers Guild or the Explorers Guild or something in Sandrascu. We need a bar here for sure. He's drinking in a bar in Sandrascu, and he gets again in another altercation, but this time it's with King Croc's guards. Well, that didn't go over well. So he had basically a choice to either serve time up in the prison of Sandrascu, and most people know that's a one-way ticket. Once you get sentenced there, you don't usually get out. Or he got to serve in the guards for King Croc's, and he decided to do that. And he was so good at it that he actually became one of the commanders, one of the lower tier commanders. So he has a really nice house. I think that's going to explain a lot here of what we're doing. So the other thing that we have stayed away from is very much glass in Sandrascu, and the reason being, that's one of their big exports here. So I think that glass, since they use it to eat, is not something that they're going to use in their own town. They export glass, goes out on boats, and then they import wheat. It's basically trades. They don't make money, but that's how they eat. So we're not going to put glass here, except for I'm thinking that because Brock is actually pretty well off being a guard commander, that maybe he'll have glass in his build, which could set him aside as a little bit richer. Also, I think I'm going to do a little bit of greenery around here, which again is going to show that Brock maybe in learning his lesson or has actually become a bit of a big deal, guardsman or guard captain would be the way to say it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit of a more expensive place. So a couple things I want to do here is I want to set up a couple of these roofs, as I often do. This is a very standard build scenario for me doing it like this. So this down here is going to be this. So we'll go up here. I like in the corners to do something along these lines. And I think what we'll do, I need to get up higher than this. So there, that should be good. And then what we'll do is then we'll come out one. Something along these lines. And again, this needs to go down here and bring it up with this. It's nice having this recipe. I think that the new recipe to make these sandstone bricks, smooth sandstone is the Minecraft term. I think that you have to actually do them in like a furnace. I think that's how that works. So let's go one floor here, and actually to make this a little bit richer, like all these houses, if you look, are very flat, but the church is steeped, and I think we should do that because I think it'll really signify like, oh no, this dude here, he has some money. So let's do that. Something along these lines, and it actually works really well because it's even numbered. So we'll do that, and then this, and then we can bring this up one further at least. So something along these lines. And if you see what I'm doing here, basically I'm going to do slabs. So this area is going to be slab, maybe brick. I think we'll probably end up using brick here. And let's go one more here and come across, because this will be a nice beam for differentiate floors, perhaps, maybe something like that. So again, we're thinking slab over here, and over here, we'll come out one. I think we'll come out one here. Hopefully I have more. Good. I do. Okay, great. And bring this up. Yeah, that'll be cool. So this will be like the third floor, most likely, something in those areas. Then what we'll do over here, this will be really good, is again we'll do the steep floor. I think that'll really set that off as something a little bit more special. So something here, and we'll just go straight across with this. I may end up having to rip this out and use brick instead, just to make it look right, but that is okay. We can do that, no problem. How about here if I did... a steeper steep roof. So something along these lines, like, let's see, that goes something like this. Oh no, don't fall. Darn it. Keep going. Okay, here, up here. Yeah. So you have like a gradual one coming up here, and then a heavier one there. That should actually work pretty well. Then I think what we'll have to do is do right here, do a support beam. Yeah, these support beams, again, are important. They actually really help your interior, and who knows if I'll actually do an interior here or not, but they do actually really help if you're doing that kind of thing, because it's nice. You're like, oh, okay, I need a room divider there. Cool, no problem. Got that. Okay, so then next, maybe we'll come along. Let's build this just up like this, and actually... yeah, this will be easier. Let's bring this up with the stone bricks. So see what my thinking is. I know this isn't a tutorial or anything, but I'm just trying to show sort of the way I'm thinking about this build. This area is going to be flat, so what we'll do is come across here, probably with this block. This would be maybe a little outside thing. Trying to mix up what we do, where we do go for levels, just so the whole thing always looks interesting. There, and then cut this and bring it back up. Again, another support pillar. Okay, that's cool. And come up here like this. And I hope this is the same height. That would be really ideal if it is. Is it? It is. Cool. Awesome. Okay. I don't have any slabs, so let's grab some slabs. May as well use slabs. Slabs are helpful for a lot of reasons. First, it stretches your materials twice as far. That's really nice. But then secondly, also, in addition, it's going to give you a nice lip up here, which is super cool. So that really helps a lot. Something along these stairs are not long for this world. I don't think these are just temporary, just to help me get sort of up and down. Oh, there we go. Cool. Okay, so then this over here, regular sandstone here. It looks so good. You barely have to do anything. You don't really have to texture it at all, just because our buddy Jeremy made... Jeremy? Did I call him Jeremy? What? Germsy. I was going to say Germ, and then I switched to Germsy, but I was too committed. Jeremy? Oh, man. I have a feeling I'm going to hear about that at some point in the comments or otherwise. Okay, so yeah, so this will be good. That'll be brick, like clay brick sort of situation. And let's just come in right here. Yeah, cool. Okay. Again, give me some of these guys just to make a little walkway so I can get around. Okay. I mean, there's a very good chance that this will end up being yeah, there's a real strong chance this will end up being like wood or something like that, just to give it a little bit of color, because it's extremely sandstone colored so far. So we'll need to add in some wood and stuff like that. But yeah, that's not a bad start for this town. Let me break away and add in some brick. I have a bunch of bricks melting, getting ready for this. Where the heck did? Oh, it's in the. I was gonna call it the yurt, the sandstone yurt. It's in the sandstone yurt. Okay, I'm gonna go over there and grab it, and then we'll come back. I think I'm kind of onto something here. I popped up in Spectator so I could take a look at the footprint of the place. Now, this is a fairly small house as far as it goes for patrons, but you know, they have limited resources here. So by building a big mansion, it really felt out of place. Like, it just felt not right here. So I feel like this is the right size to say no. No, this guy is Sandrascu rich, right? I mean, he's got a lot of money for here because he's like a guard captain, but he doesn't have a lot of money like outside the world. You know, it's just that here the resources are really tight. So I feel not there. Oh, geez, here we go. Okay. Can this? There. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, that's not the right block. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's kind of cool. I think this kind of traditional overhang is going to signify some wealth as well. Like, I think that's pretty cool. We'll very likely do something up in here. In fact, I'll probably want to use wood, actually. I was going to do a little design or something here, but I think we'll need something here to just sort of break up the sandstone, because again, I don't want to use the terracotta here. But yeah, not a bad start. Not a bad start for this. And definitely we're going to be using some glass in this house, and I think that is the other thing that's really going to signify it really well. In addition to, I want to have a path. So where this road is leading to, actually, I don't really have that much room, but we're gonna have a road leading here. It's a little tricky because I guess I'm hiccuping. It's a little tricky because it's like it's some sandstone and some sand, but that's okay. We'll just do a little road here that's gonna come off the main road right here. And I don't know what the road is. I feel like it's like a sort of dirt, coarse dirt situation, something along those lines. But I definitely want the road to be yeah, a mixture. I don't want it to be like all nice or anything like that. It needs to be sort of a bit of a random sort of mix of those. Yeah, I want to leave it. If I missed it there, I want to leave it. And something that goes to these doors, I think. Okay, that's good. I'm totally. Oh wait, no, I'm not out of stuff. Why can't I pick that up? Pick it up. Oh, there's something in here already. There is. That's a singular block. It can die. Okay. All right. Anyway, good, solid. I think solid. I think solid here. Let me continue on now. The next step that we're gonna get to is we're gonna get to putting some supports up there because I don't like how that's. See how this is a really bad perspective. See how this is a really straight line going right across here. It's really straight. I've never really liked that. So next thing that we're gonna do is let's get up here, and I bet I can reach. Yeah, I can. Cool. So what I want to do is I want to do little things like this that are really going to help, and windows. So we're going to do some windows. What do we call windows? We'll do like a window here. Oh, I didn't. Wow. Blocks just break so fast. Yeah, I just want to do like that. Ah, blocks are breaking so fast. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. So something along those lines I think will be really good. The other thing to consider is that mob spawns do matter here indeed. So let's do something along these lines. Oh, this is well, 4 window there. Okay, all right, that's cool. Something along this line I think will be good. You know, it'll be a little dead space up there, but mobs won't spawn, and yeah, should be cool. Should be cool. Okay, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is I just want to connect this area here. So we'll just continue this pillar right where it is. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then maybe we'll do some fences here. I think fences would be cool there. Something along those lines. Again, that's just going to give a little bit of color there. And I think we'll do trap doors here. But that all being said, I need to go get some probably acacia. I think acacia. I think acacia is probably the deal. There's a bunch of acacia just right over there. There's savanna there. But yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. I think that's a good addition. Time to go get some wood, and then we'll come back. We are back, and a lot has changed. I've done a lot of building off camera just over the last couple days. We did a bunch of stuff. We did a Wizard City build today. Last night I was on doing a kind of late night live stream, chatting with the folks here in Vasten, and yeah, Duplex, here's your house. So look, I think it's good. I think it's good. It really fits Sandrascu. So the story is here that this is a guard. Well, okay, so it's a guy who saw his father die to the zombie pigmen in Port Bray and kind of became a drunkard, moved around drinking stuff, got in an altercation and got sent to Sandrascu prison. While he was here, he sort of developed well, he was still drinking, still causing problems. He had an altercation with the guards, and sort of as payment, rather than go to jail, he became a guard. He had a skill set that developed quickly of being really good with sort of managing the other guards, and he actually became a guard captain. So this is a guard captain's house. I think it's good. He ended up settling down with someone who was really into kind of a green thumb of sorts, and so you can see there's this little area. Yeah, I think the whole thing just came out. You know, a little area of greenery. I didn't want to make it really good because it shouldn't be really good because Sandrascu, you know, things aren't going to grow that well. So I still left patches of dirt and patches of grass and stuff. But you can see it's attempting to get some greenery growing. Boy, these jungle leaves are nice too. And as is typical, of course, there's no interior. But I don't know. One day we'll do it. And over here, I thought this was kind of cool. I used some of the black charcoal now because black charcoal equals black ink. For now, I think I might make a small change in that. I just want to run it by the folks before I do it. But yeah, a little seating area, a little sort of patio here since this guy's kind of in charge of some things. And I tried a different technique here of hanging lanterns, which I think is kind of cool. Look at that dude. Look at that dude over here. I didn't see him. What's up, dude? Oh, because you're holding something. That's why you're still there. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I think the house is good. I think the house is good. It has a nice sort of back entryway into this sort of area. It's largely glass, because I think that shows a little bit more wealth and stuff. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for the house. But yeah, it was a fun build. It was a fun build. I want to thank Duplex for the silver tier patronage. It really truly helps. I was looking at it, and actually it's kind of odd. A side note, if you go to patreon.com/fixit412, 2x's 2t's, you will see that for some reason the rewards don't show on mine, but they show on everyone else's I look at. So they're listed in the description of this and basically every video I do in the channel. If you're curious to what the rewards are, and a YouTube membership is a silver tier. It's the same as silver tier. So yeah, so just in case you are curious to what the rewards, this is the silver. You get a house in any kingdom of your choice. So Duplex, thank you. Thank you especially to you. I really love the lore bit that you came up with, and I hope you like the house. So let's just let's fly up in Spectator, get a little bit of a vantage point. I think it's a good one. I like. I hope you enjoy it as well. And we'll see you all next time from the Realm of Vasten. Lots of new stuff on the channel, so hopefully you check it out. I know it's not, there's some non-Minecraft stuff. I know, right? It's scary, but just hang out with me and just give it a shot. And I think it's going to be good for all of us together, and my sanity and all that kind of stuff as well. So we'll see you next episode from the Realm of Vasten. Thanks again. Hi. Thank you, especially to my patrons and my YouTube members, you folks right over there. I really appreciate it, and especially to Duplex, who this is your episode. Thank you so much for your suggestion, for the lore writing, and things that you do, and mainly thank you for the support of the channel. So everyone else, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. Comments, likes, all that stuff. That's super cool. Why not do it? It only takes a second. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.